Welcome, everyone. Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be reading for the Divine Masculine Energy. I will be reading a Celtic Cross Tarot spread. We're going to look at the heart of the matter, some past, present, and future energies. And of course, I will close it out with some guidance. I do believe that I will be offering some free readings tonight. It's very possible. I believe I'm going to offer some love messages or just messages in general from the Divine Masculine. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to stick around till the end. And don't forget, guys, we are multi streaming 3 different platforms. So we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right, I'm going to jump right in and get started tonight. I'm starting out with the Heal Yourself reading cards. And this is what we're going to do the Masculine Celtic Cross with. I do feel like Divine Masculine energy is very focused on healing. It may not be at the speed that Divine Feminine would like, but I will say this. If we look back at where we started and where we are today, there is definitely a drastic difference, right? And I think that's really the whole point. Thank you, Diana. All right, let's jump in right away. The Pride card comes out for Divine Masculine. Pride is a heavy energy that we all deal with, actually. But for Divine Masculine, it does seem to be a little bit more of an issue or a more bigger challenge for Divine Masculine pride. It's giving me this energy like it's possible they were wrong about something, and I feel like it's a little bit bigger of a struggle for Divine Masculine to admit when they are wrong about something. It's very possible they had their hopes up about something and it didn't turn out how they had anticipated or how they expected. I'm also getting a little bit of a message of like maybe I was making something or building something or doing something, and I told people too soon about it, something like that. All right, let's pull what's crossing Divine Masculine. We have the Love card coming out, so it's going to be a love situation. The Love card is number 28 in the Heal Yourself reading cards. It actually shows her sitting in front of a mirror. I used to believe it was a picture, like a portrait of Divine Masculine. It took me a moment to see the reflection and realize that it was a mirror behind her. So it does show a picture of both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. And it's interesting because Divine Feminine is holding a necklace that shows a little bottle hanging off the necklace. One would say it's, looks like poison. So this Divine Masculine definitely struggling in the love department, love situation. That could be what they were wrong about. Highest expectation, we have the Selling Out card coming out. When I practice my little practice run that I do every time we start these lives for myself, I got the Selling Out card as heart of the matter. So Selling Out is a card that talks about depletion. It actually shows a picture of a prostitute on the card, and I'm not being mean or like calling names, like that's what it says in the book. But in the picture, it talks about like the whole meaning of the card is about how she gives to others, but she never refills her cup. She wants to be loved, so she just keeps giving and giving and giving, but she never like takes care of herself. So I feel like for Divine Feminine, we've been on this ride, right? Like we've been on this lesson, this roller coaster, this we got to heal ourselves and love ourselves lesson, right? So it's very possible that Divine Masculine is just now entering this lesson. I always feel like there's this little bit of a gap, right? I feel like everybody does. It's pretty common knowledge now. that there's this gap between the masculine and the feminine energy. And it does feel like the feminine energy is always a little bit ahead. Why that is, I have no idea. Some people are like, well, it's because God's a woman. Well, who knows? One day we'll get up there and we'll find out. We'll ask, right? But today I feel like what's happening, the selling out card, is this person feels like they're going to keep giving and giving and giving, and they're not going to get something back in return. Now, that's not a true situation, but it's their highest expectation. It's what they feel is going to happen. All right, let's pull energy that's coming into being for this divine masculine that they don't know yet. Energy coming into being that they don't know yet. So we have hole in the soul coming out. That's giving me an energy of longing. It's interesting. We're going to definitely clarify because I'm kind of getting like this could be some past energy, and I'm looking at energy that's coming into being. So I'm getting this feeling like this divine masculine has had this hole in the soul. This divine masculine has had this longing for quite some time now. Again, we're going to clarify, but I'm getting like this is moving on. This is past. So it's very possible like this could be a reunion. I'm not sure. Let's keep going. Just the definition out of the book. All right, so we have pay attention to the signs is past energy. So that tells me this divine masculine is seeing all the signs and synchronicities. It's funny, I made that comment today. I feel like I made a hasty decision this past April. And I thought that I had come up to a solution to a problem. And I think, honestly, I'm not saying that the whole situation was done wrong, but I believe that it's just one of those situations where you feel like, you probably should get out of a situation sooner, but you didn't. So something's like lasting longer and like it's causing more stress and more problems than it should. It's one of those types of situations. And the interesting part is now I've done committed to, a longer. And it's funny because I mentioned today that like every time I do this thing that I committed to a little longer, there's like everything's trying to stop me. Everything's trying to stop me. It's like I see every sign, everything that happens, and it's so in my face that like it's hard to ignore or you know what I'm trying to say. And so I feel like I don't know, I committed, so it's like I'm trying to push through, but I can definitely see the signs from spirit showing me that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And I'm not putting my energies where they're supposed to be. So it's very possible that divine masculine is also feeling this type of energy. On the bottom is victim consciousness. No way, right? All right. Let's clarify a little bit because there are a couple that have me stumped. No, I would say that's definitely a coming together. Like I was missing this thing and now I'm not missing it anymore. So I'm sensing like reunion. All right, let's pull for the pride card. Let's see what comes out. So I got this energy like I was wrong about something. I didn't want to admit I was wrong about something. All right, so we have the star. It's Aquarius energy. We have the lovers coming out in reverse. And we have the 9 of cups. I see. And 7 of cups is on the bottom. Okay, so what I'm picking up with the star, the lovers, and 9 of cups here on this pride card is I had hope. I feel like this person had hope for a relationship. And they believe 9 of cups, like divine wishes being granted. Oh, I'm getting what I want. But they're realizing maybe that they weren't at the level of healing that maybe they needed to be. The Lovers in Reverse is what tells me that, because remember, I know we want to make the Lovers this fantasy fairy tale and everybody gets married and lives happily ever after, yay. But actually, if you look up the meaning to the Lovers, it's actually a very difficult decision when we choose to love and heal ourselves so that we can come into a relationship, a healthy relationship in a healthy, whole way, right? So I feel like there's some pride for this divine masculine, because maybe they thought that they were doing some healing work, and maybe they just weren't where they thought they were be. Maybe they thought they found someone to match the level or hopes and dreams, right? Future aspects, the things that they wanted, and maybe that was off, right? And the reason it was off was because, again, they hadn't fully done something in their own healing journey. And I'm just going to tell you what it is, because it's Lovers in Reverse. You have to learn to love yourself. I know, right? Nobody likes that. Like, I feel like I step on toes every time I say it. And people are like, quit telling people that they have to love themselves before they can love other people. No, I'm not going to quit telling people that, because it's freaking true. So if you don't know how to love yourself, then how in the world are you loving anyone else? You know what you're doing is you're pouring your depletion, your selling out card, right, all over the people that you love. So like, if you don't know how to take care of yourself and love yourself, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're short fused, temperamental, you're an asshole, right? Let's just say it. And so you're like, but I love these people, so I do all this stuff for them. Okay, great. So what are you doing? You're yelling and screaming and treating them like shit. So I'm just saying, I know this is why God put me here, to talk crap to people, but I'm just, I guess, calling you out is what this is all about. But yeah, so it's telling me that you don't know how to love yourself, and that's why you're drawing either unhealed versions of yourself to you, or people that, can't go with you to where you're going, right? The star energy. I just want to say too, with the star, I'm getting like clean slate, start over, don't give up, that type of energy. All right, let's look at the love card. All right, so we have 9 of Wands coming out. So 9 of Wands is like, I'm building something, I'm taking care of it, I'm invested. It definitely could be some stubborn energy there, especially on the crossing, right? And we have 6 of Cups. So 6 of Cups says you're being guided to do something. And the Hermit is here. The Hermit is that Tower card. We've been seeing this a lot with these energies, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. This particular Hermit card, because I've been using the Enchanted Soul Tarot. And this particular tarot set, the Hermit card shows a tower. It's so unusual. I don't think I can think of another and I have several tarot sets, but that I've seen that has a tower on it. But there is clearly a tower on this Hermit card, and it's destructing. It's already exploding. And it's pretty interesting because there's also like a little clock, like a stopwatch, like those old time pocket watches, right? So it's like this energy of divine timing. So in a love situation, you could be being stubborn when spirit's asking you to release something, to let something go. And the reason I know this is because 6 of Cups in the Enchanted Soul Tarot, it's actually the picture on the card, on the box. And it's where she's sitting down by this pond, and she's like right on the bank of it, and she's putting out these little boats. They look like these little folded paper boats, and she's made them, and she's releasing them into the water. And 6 of Cups does say it's reunion. Did I say reunion earlier? But it is reunion energy. But I was picking up more of like 6 of Swords, like you're being guided to let this go, to release something. And then the Hermit is here again, divine timing. There's something about reunion. There's something about being stubborn. And there's something about, again, divine timing. So here's what I'm going to say. If divine masculine, if you're pushing something, like if you're forcing something that you know you're not ready for, or it's going to take you more time, or whatever it is, then you're going to experience tower moments, right? Because the whole thing is there's divine timing. Something needs to be waited for. Something's not ready. And it's like you're trying to push it. You're trying to do whatever it is now. And most likely because of this hole in the soul. And it's like, this is going to cause a tower moment. I'm glad this. I'm glad you were nice. Oh no, I love it. I love the honesty. Even when it's at me, like I promise you, I will take it. I will cry. I will cry like a girl, but I will take it. And then I will learn from it and I will try to do better, right? All right, let's look at the selling out card. And it is the prostitute, right? But it's the card that says, it's number 1 in the Heal Yourself reading cards, and it's the card that says you're giving all of yourself and you're not receiving anything back. There's no balance here. You're depleting yourself and you're pouring your depletion on those that you claim to love. So this is highest expectation. So it's like there's a love situation happening with this divine masculine, whether they were ready, not ready, who knows? But it's like, I don't care. I understand. It's like I'm okay. Let's say I'm divine masculine. It's like I hear the message from spirit saying you're not ready. You need to take more time. You need to do more healing, and it's the synergy. Like I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. This is what I want, right? And when you have that type of whatever, again, it's like you're not really giving those that you love your true love, your true self. You're giving them your depletion, your unhealed version of you, right? All right, let's see what comes out. All right, we have King of Cups, so big clue card right there because that is my clue card for Divine Masculine. King of Cups is a counselor, mentor, therapist. We recently added coach. It is these energies of people that have their emotions in control, right? Their emotions don't rattle their cages. Their emotions don't cause them to react. Their emotions don't overwhelm them, right? That's King of Cups energy. So coming out with selling out, it's like this masculine is overwhelmed. This masculine's emotions control his reactions. This masculine is letting his feelings control what he decides or chooses, right? It's that energy. We also have 7 of Coins. 7 of Coins is about being patient, waiting for a time of harvest. It does say, here's what I will say for Divine Masculine. If you're waiting for something, it does say 7 of Cups is a very specific meaning. And it does say that, yes, you have to be patient. It is a time of harvest. You don't want to overpick your fruit, right? It doesn't say you can't have any fruit, but it does say don't overpick the fruit, right? Like you need to leave some on the tree so it continues to grow and thrive and have more fruit, right? We have the Empress. So the fruit is divine feminine, right? The fruit could also be the connection. I'm so like conceited. It doesn't have to be divine feminine. Okay, so the Empress is a clue card for many tarot readers for divine feminine, but the Empress actually represents your connection, like crown chakra connection from you here to source, to spirit. It also represents how that connection brings you or allows you to have creativity, right? Like that's how you manifest, bring things to fruition. I would say that needing a break is definitely very true. Here's what I know about Divine Masculine is Divine Masculine is the strongest warrior, and they will fight and push and deplete themselves and go without for the longest time. The good thing about this energy that we're reading for, this collective energy, is we're learning that's not the way, right? We're learning we have to take care of ourselves. We're learning it's like when you're on the airplane, you have to put the mask on first so that you can help the other people next, right? If you pass out, you can't help nobody. All right, let's look at the hole in the soul. So this one is really the reason we're clarifying because it definitely threw me off. I feel like there's a longing, there's a missing, but this is energy coming into being. And every time I say energy coming into being, I immediately get this is old energy. This is past. So this is giving me reunion. This is giving me lighter happiness. I'm excited that I'm finally able to have what it is that I was longing for or wanting, right? It's that energy. It seems shaky to me, I will say that, but it's there. Knight of Wands is here, so it's there. Knight of Wands is, remember, knights are messengers, and they're delivering messages about whatever their element is. Wands is passion, right? We also have Seven of Cups. There's those choices. This is daydreaming, choices, fantasies. And we have Temperance. So that's what they have to heal. So here's what it is. Ready? Energy that's coming into being is not the longing that they have. They already have that. It's not reunion. I mean, it's reunion. It's a start or a forward motion towards reunion. But it's more about healing that reckless energy. It's more about, so Knight of Cups, reckless, right? Like delivering a message, passion, excitement. Seven of Cups, choices, options, temperance, healing. Seven of Cups is giving me multiple choices and options, right? And I mean, here, I can't believe Spirit makes me do this crap. But it's like, how am I supposed to say this without saying, hey, you was running around and you was giving your cup of love to too many people because you wanted someone to love you, right? And none of them loved you because that's not how you do it. So that has to heal. That has to stop. Like, you have to stop looking for love in other people. You have to find it in yourself first. Yeah, that's another like that meaning of you can't love other people until you love yourself. That's the whole thing there too, is because the whole reason that you're out, trying to love all these other people is because you just want somebody to love you properly, right? But none of them love you properly, and that's why you keep going through all these people. You know why they don't love you properly, or why you keep going through all the people? Because you don't know how to love you. And until you know how to love you and you give that love to you, you're not going to draw the person to you that knows how to love you either. You're not going to be able to show someone how to love you if you don't know how to love you. I know. Try to remember, I'm on this journey. I'm having this awakening. Don't shoot the messenger. All right, let's look at Pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the signs. This is in the past, so they're seeing everything. They're seeing everything. They're seeing all the signs, all the synchronicities, all the confirmations. They may be a little creeped out about it because in the Heal Yourself reading cards, number 10, pay attention to the signs. She's like in this old, creepy cemetery. I always used to say that it reminds me of like New Orleans. You know how in New Orleans they bury their people in those little monuments like on top of the ground? That's what it looks like. And there's like this old creepy owl up in this old creepy tree. So it definitely gives you like, creepy vibes. So it's like in the past, maybe they were scared of all the signs and synchronicities that they were seeing. It's very possible that energy has now changed. Maybe they're not as scared. Maybe it scared them because there was so many, right? All right, so we have 2 of coins coming out, the Emperor coming out, and the Moon. Ooh. 3 of Wands is on the bottom. 3 of Wands is taking action towards your future. The Emperor is Aries energy. It's a very powerful energy. The Emperor is actually the most powerful tarot card. The Moon is about illusions. It's about fear and emotions. 2 of Coins is like feeling like there's not enough of something. So the signs could have been showing them that they were not in control about something because, the Emperor control. Maybe the signs were showing them they didn't have discipline or structure when it comes to their feelings, emotions, fears. And definitely fatherhood is also on the Emperor card. So this Divine Masculine could be a father. It's giving me this type of vibe. So I want to say, I can't remember when it was, March. It was March of this year. May have even been February of this year. But anyway, I experienced something in my journey where I saw my own children on the brink of having to experience something. And I'm not going to get like all into it, but like, something not good, something traumatic, right? Um, that would have been emotionally traumatic for them. And it was like I got this flash, like Spirit gave me this opportunity to see, like, Rosa, if you don't heal you, this is what your children, they're gonna do it too. So you have to heal so they can see that it doesn't have to be this way, and you can do this better, right? It was one of those, and it was so in my face. The situation didn't happen, but it was so in my face that I felt it. I felt like the pain that it would cause if something like that happened, right? And when that happened, it was like that just sealed the deal. Before that point in my journey, I feel like Spirit was really just dragging me, like, you're going to have this awakening, you're going to join this army, you're going to do this service. And I was like, no, F you, I'm out of here, right? Until that point. And then it was like when that point happened, when I experienced that, when I got to see, all of this go down, it was like immediately I was on track. Okay, I get it. PLR. Okay, I get it. Heal. Okay, I get it. Stop this ludicrous cycle, right? I totally got it. It was like this complete moment of clarity. And it was like I dove into PLR that much harder, right? I invested that much more. It was crazy. It was like I couldn't. I was also at this moment too where I was like, do I even want to keep doing PLR? Like, do I even want to, like, in my own personal, I understand that it's helping all of us collectively. It's beautiful. I'm so grateful for that. But like in my own personal journey, I'm repeating unhealthy cycles. I'm my person that woke me is repeating shitty cycles. And do we heal? I mean, yeah, sure, but it's like, so it's sometimes seems so minimal to me. and I hear spirit telling us like, look where you started. But anyway, I get that. But it's like sometimes when I'm just seeing it, I'm living it. So it's like when I'm living it and I'm seeing it, it seems very minimal to me. And it's like, is this even worth it? Is it worth me doing all this stuff that I'm doing and all these hours and all this stuff? Is it actually helping? I guess that's the real question. Is it actually helping? And that's what I'm getting with this energy here, past energy. Is it actually going to help? Is it actually going to change anything? And I think that's the fear that divine masculine had. And I think when they saw all the signs and they realized, like, hey, I have to heal, I have to do this, or it's very possible that my own lineage is going to deal with these same problems because I couldn't step up to the plate and heal it once and for all, right? So bottom of the deck was that Three of Wands. Take action towards your future, divine masculine. All right, let's get back to the Heal Yourself reading cards. And let's do future energies. What's future energies coming in for divine masculine? Remember, we do these once a week. So somebody asked me, what's future energy? I don't know, this week, the end of this week, next week. And then somebody's like, well, what date are these for, Rosa? Whenever you hit the button, right? Like there's no time. I promise you, if you're watching, there's a message, there's a reason, there's a purpose. All right. We have the Dreams card coming out, future energies. We have Soulmate coming out for how those around divine masculine are impacting the situation. We have Entrapment coming out for how divine masculine is impacting the situation. We have Phoenix Rising coming out for hopes and fears. That's my next tattoo. And I'm going to pull out the outcome, but I'm not going to look at it. Bottom of the deck, we have number 9. How teachable are you? Divine masculine. It's the picture where she's sitting on the bed and she's looking down at the violin. The violin is the tool, the thing she uses to create, right? That's how she uses her creativity. And remember, creativity is given to us by spirit so that we can use it to follow our purpose. So how teachable are you? What's your purpose, divine masculine? What is your service? What is your job? What is it that spirit wants you to do? See, I think that's funny too, is a lot of us don't realize when we're having this awakening, we're like, oh, I'm so special. Oh, I'm so chosen. Oh, I'm so protected, yada, 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 right? Oh, you're so busy is what you are. Oh, you're so busy. Oh, you're so held accountable. That's what you are. So, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being super honest here. So it's like, what's your service? What are you going to do? Like, God saved you, right? If I'm talking to divine masculine, like God reached down in your dark night of the soul and said, here, child, let me show you that there's a better life out there. And you said, okay. So it's like, what did you say okay to? What is it that you need to do? What is it that you're creative in? What gift did spirit give you? And how can that gift help other people? That's part of it. That's what happens when God saves us and takes us into this. It feels like an army, right? We're fighting the shitty dark. So it's like, yeah, what's your thing? So that's bottom of the deck energy. So that tells me that the overall reading, this overall energy is you're struggling with love when spirit wants you to focus on purpose. Yeah. Hey, and I just want to say I do it all the time every day. So join the club. All right. Let's look at the Dreams card. It says future energy. It is right on top of that 9 of Cups that we seen earlier. 9 of Cups is divine wishes being granted. So this could be like you're dreaming about something, fantasizing about something. We've seen that card too. It's like you want something. have the Tower coming out, and it is straight up Tower. We have Three of Coins coming out, and we have the Wheel of Destiny coming out. When the Wheel of Destiny comes out with a Tower, have freaking mercy. That's actually what's happening. That's the astrology. Diana, that's the astrology. Jupiter. Okay. So Mars is the planet of aggression. It is the planet of fight. It is the planet of, turn the tables over type of energy. The Tower, and it's masculine, very strong masculine. So this is like masculine, turning the table, right? Like flipping the tables, like flipping the script, like saying, screw this, I don't like it, I'm out, I'm going to make better, right? Three of Coins is teamwork, partnership, and then the Wheel of Destiny. So again, your wants are not matching up to what Spirit is requiring of you. And that is going to cause some Tower moments. Absolutely. So here's what I'm going to say. Let's say I'm talking to Divine Masculine and you have this job where you're mistreated, you're overused, you're depleted all the time. You don't, take care of yourself, fill your cup up. You go home, you're tired, you scream at your family all the time. And what else? I think it's good enough, right? That's enough. And it's like, that you're at this point now where if you don't stop going after the thing you want, which is most likely a relationship, a person, maybe Divine Feminine, then you're going to experience one Tower moment after another. Because here's what happens. God gets what he wants. I mean, I hate to break it to y'all that way. Again, just being honest, but it's God's will. It's like, it's not our will. Like I always say, like Rosa, I wasn't like up in the clouds one day and my soul was like, man, I want to go down and teach the world unconditional love. Right. No, Rosa probably wanted to come down and who knows. Right. But it's like, it's God that wants us to live and be unconditional love. And then when we are unconditional love, we spread that everywhere, right? Like people see it, they experience it, they learn it, all the things, right? And so that's really what we're supposed to be doing. When we're not in alignment, like when we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing, when we have that job that's just using and abusing us and it's not letting us fulfill our purpose in any shape, way, form, or fashion, it's not like letting you climb a ladder. It's not letting you get to where you need to go, right? Then God will make us as uncomfortable as possible until we make the right choice and align to where we're supposed to be, right? And Jupiter, when Jupiter is next to anything, it's big. And when Mars and Jupiter get together, it's explosive energy. And really that's what's happening this week is we have such explosive energy. We have such this energy where it's like everybody's walking on eggshells. You have to be super cautious. I'm not, by the way, in case y'all don't know me. But it's like this week, Spirit's just had my back so strongly that it's like, I know that I'm not supposed to walk on eggshells and I'm supposed to call people out on their shit this week. This is the week. Now, it doesn't mean like, I don't need to like name call to call people out on their shit, right? Like if someone isn't, I don't know, pulling like their share of the weight, I don't need to be like, hey, you're lazy, right? I just need to be like, hey, you're not pulling your share of the weight, right? That's we just need to get better about calling the people out. All right, so let's look at how others are impacting the energy. And I will say too this for this week, guys, if you have strong Aries placements, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. We deal with this every day. This is our life. All right. So for the soulmate card coming out for how others are impacting the situation. Remember, the heart of the matter was the pride card, and what was crossing the pride card was love. So we have perspective coming out. So it's like you need to see something from a different perspective. We also have Page of Cups. Page of Cups could be you offer. It could also be the I'm sorry card. And we have Queen of Wands coming out. Queen of Wands is about being confident in yourself. And Queen of Wands is also about kindness. A lot of people don't know that. But that sunflower that you see most of the time in Queen of Wands cards, that represents kindness. All right, let's look at the entrapment card. So this is giving me like Eight of Swords energy. I don't feel like there's anyone holding Divine Masculine down with a sword and going, you can't move or I'm going to stab you. No, it's definitely like self-restriction. Like you're telling yourself in your mind that you can't have something or you can't do something. We have Ace of Wands coming out, fate, destiny, passionate action. We have Five of Swords. That's that confirmation of in your mind telling yourself no. And then we have King of Swords. King of Swords says you need to take action. You need to take control of the mind. You need to stop allowing your mind to put you down. You need to stop allowing your mind to tell you that you're not powerful and you can't do something, because you are powerful and you have something very important to do here, right? Phoenix rising is hopes and fears. Phoenix rising. We have Six of Coins. So you're going to get assistance. You're going to get help. We have Three of Wands coming out. Okay, you're going to get help and you're going to get assistance. That's the Six of Coins. But it also says Three of Wands that you physically have to take action. The Three of Wands is that card that says, don't sit on the couch, never leave your house, and then complain to God about why you never meet new people, right? Like that, that's not going to work that way. If you want to meet new people, then that's how you're going to do it. Here's another thing, ready? Don't complain to God that people are too much of a struggle for you when you're supposed to be at home working at PLR, but you decide that you want to go do a job and work 40 hours a week instead. So just throwing that out there. All right, we also had the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is about processing trauma. So you are going to get help. You do have to take action. But the action you have to take is you're going to have to heal. You're going to have to Nine of Swords it. That's shadow work. You're going to have to sit down and really face those shitty things that you do and that you hide or don't want other people to know you do. And you're going to have to fix those things. Like, it's really just that simple. All right, let's look at the outcome, which I didn't look at it either. Oh my gosh, it's the wild card. Surprise, surprise. That's more astrology. That's Uranus, you guys, in case you didn't know. That planet is up there making this huge, ugly square this week. And it definitely could mean that there's a surprise. It could definitely mean that it's not this week, y'all. This is full moon energy. Right around that Aquarius full moon. There could be some big surprises for Divine Masculine. But here's what I'm going to say. And it is the wild card energy. So the wild card energy and number 15 in the Heal Yourself reading cards, she's wearing this red dress and she's on this boat and she's trying to like push forward. Like she wants to get there faster. And the card, when I first seen it, my judgmental ass was like, oh my gosh, don't be wild. Don't wear red. I don't know what I said, something stupid. But the point when I read the book, right, like that tells you the definition, like what the meaning of the card is. It actually says in there that whatever that wild energy is, like spirit gave us that energy. That's the energy that we need to be able to push forward. So don't hold it down. So if something's telling you, I don't know, to go dance on Broadway, then go dance on Broadway. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone's telling you to make a CD and sing songs, then go make a record and sing songs. If something's telling you to get a job at a homeless shelter where you're helping people, I don't know, find homes so they're not homeless, then go do that. But like, don't tell yourself that you can't do something, that you're not powerful enough, that you're not strong enough, because because you're starting to piss spirit off, right? Like that's what these cards are saying. It's like, I've given you all these messages, I've shown you all the signs, I've led you in the direction, and you just keep sitting there going, no, it's not for me, I can't do it. Stop doing that. And okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. You don't have to stop doing that. You can continue to sit there and keep saying that to yourself, but don't complain to God when life sucks, because that's the part that's getting pissy. It's like God saying, I don't understand why you're complaining to me if you don't get up and take the action and do the things that I'm showing you to do, right? All right. That's enough, Rosa. All right, let's pull some guidance from the Tree of Life Oracle. I love this Oracle set because I do these readings and people are like, oh my God, she's making that shit up. And then we do the guidance and I read it out of the book and it like literally says everything that I just got done telling you. So let's see if that happens again. She says, please go do it, Divine Masculine. Okay, so I should also mention that we all have masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. So I guess it depends on how the reading relates, right, to your journey. Some people do use it for counterpart energy. I'm definitely getting a lot better at using it for my own masculine energy and understanding when like my own masculine energy is out of whack, right? All right, so we have the Nuts card comes out in reverse. We have Winner coming out, and we have the Roots card. All right, I'm gonna read the Nuts. I know, right? All right, so it's number 14 in the Tree of Life. The Nuts card is preparing. It says future prospects, hard work, skillful calculation, stability, having plenty, forgetfulness, frantic, anxiety, greediness, selfishness, and silliness. All right, let's read it and see what it says. Big things are coming, and this is a time to gather your goods. Tree of Life Nuts card is all about preparing. Nuts represent all you have. They're a bounty you have produced, and the bounty in your mind is in your midst. The Nuts card asks you to never squander your assets. Be practical. Gather what you need for days ahead. Just as the squirrel gathers nuts for winter, you have much at your disposal right now. Collect what you can and stock up. The Nuts card may be telling you to literally create a storeroom of goods to weather the unexpected. There may be a power outage or bank crisis. Anything can happen. But as long as you are prepared, you will feel that you did your best to shore up provisions. Tree of Life Nuts card reminds us how tough it can be to get to the core of an issue or to break beyond the hard shell exterior someone has put up. I'm going to read that one more time. Tree of Life Nuts card reminds us how tough it can be to get to the core of an issue or to break beyond the hard shell exterior someone has put up. Are you finding it hard to get through to someone, or do you find yourself trying to force a situation? Oh my goodness, I love Spirit so much. A nut that is too hard to crack may indicate that you are trying too hard to make something happen or trying too hard to force someone or something into a position and need to reconsider. Could you be motivated by fear or anxiety or that moon card, right? Is there another way to go about finding solutions and preparing for days ahead? Being crazy or nutty may also be what the Tree of Life Nuts is suggesting when you draw this card. A time for silliness and letting go is called for. Humor and fun days lighten our load as we prepare to endure harder times. We need the laughter. Being kooky is refreshing sometimes, as long as you don't go so far that you become reckless. The Nuts card reminds you to steer away from making decisions out of fear. This only causes greediness and selfishness. Trust that if you pay attention and gather what is needed, you will get through anything. I love it. All right, guys. I am going to offer some readings. So if anyone's interested, let me know in the comments. I thought we would pull messages. I have the OG cards here. I have the Twin Flame, Karmic, and Higher Self cards here. And I also have the Soulmate Love messages. Renee says, me. All right, I just sent Renee hers from the other day because I totally forgot. So we'll do a different one instead of the soulmate love messages. I love when we get the messages and it's actually something they've said before. I feel like that gives us such huge confirmation, right? Dang, we got through that one fast. It's only 49 minutes. Talking to heaven, absolutely, Diana. All right, let's do Renee real quick here. Free yourself from one-upping. There's no scoreboard. Get out of your head and reach deep into your heart and emotions right now. Own your response to that trigger. Apologize and heal the damn thing. These are all higher self messages. And Renee, the message that I'm getting here is very, very clear. It's exactly what I just did. I tried to get in a relationship before I myself was healed. And what happened was I went and bled on someone that didn't cut me, right? So it's this energy of like, when we try to move on, we take what happened to us, like our trauma, to that next relationship. And then regardless of whether that person is good, bad, whatever, like it doesn't even matter because it's doomed to not be good, right? Because you're just taking your trauma, your baggage from whatever else, and you're putting it on that person. And that person could be a shitty person too, who knows? But maybe that person isn't a shitty person, but we'll never know now because what happens is there's so much, you're experiencing so much. You've already experienced so much trauma and you're triggered by so much due to all those traumatic experiences that you've had, that those triggers are causing you to act a certain way. You see what I'm trying to say? And it's like if you just work on your healing, then when you do come into relationship, those are no longer triggers, right? You've healed them and you don't react a certain way. Like, for example, let's say you date somebody and the guy's like a total douchebag and he calls something, like he has a funny way of saying chocolate. Maybe he calls it chocolate, who knows, right? And now you meet some other guy and maybe the other guy is a nice guy, but he says chocolate too. And you're like, F this guy because, the other guy said it wrong too. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like, don't take the trauma from the one to the other. That's definitely the message that I'm getting with those. All right. Dream Sequa. Let's do some OG messages. So Dream Sequa, these are I call them the OGs. They're my first message cards I ever made. I'm actually in the process of designing my own deck with these message cards, which I think is going to be super cool once I get that done. But they come from my own journey. And I think that's why people they like them so much, is because they're real. Like it's real messages. All right. Dream Sequa. This one says, I did what I thought was best. And if you could see it, it has a little, like a broken heart doodle that I drew on the picture. So I did what I thought was best, is telling me like there's remorse on both sides. I'm not sure who this is, but it was like they did what they thought was best with the information that they had at the time. It's like now if I knew what I knew then, it's that type of energy. I see 911 everywhere, and you changed my life forever. So this is definitely someone that's not around you right now. On the bottom, I never expected any of this to happen. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say, Dream Sequa. A lot of times, someone wakes us up, and when they wake us up, we are in situations that, I don't know, they don't look good. And so I don't know how to. Um, I feel like we put blame on people that sometimes are not deserving of the blame. Does that make sense? Like sometimes things happen for a purpose, for a reason. In other words, like if this person didn't do whatever they did to wake you up, then you wouldn't be healing right now, and you wouldn't be trying to make your life better right now. You see what I'm trying to say? So there's something here about like um, being upset or angry, or maybe you think like someone should apologize, but really there's no fault. There's no fault. It doesn't. There's no fault on your side. There's no fault on their side. Everything that happened had to happen a certain way so that spirit's will could become true. I mean, that's what it boils down to. But I see 911 everywhere is giving me like I'm seeing a lot of confirmation. I'm seeing a lot of signs. But 911 here in the U.S. and I know we get people that watch like all over. I get it. Somebody told me the other day, like I don't know what 911 is. Okay, I understand. Well, here in the U.S., 911 is who we call when there's an emergency. Your house is on fire, you call 911. You're having a heart attack, you call 911. You got a killer breaking in, you call 911. Right? Like all those after you shoot him. Right? But I'm just saying, like that's the number we call. So it's like 911 is like an emergency. And when I see this, okay, so originally, remember, these are true messages. Like this actually happened. I said it, or he said it, somebody said it. But I see 911 everywhere. Like when I first started seeing 911 everywhere, I did not realize that 911 was like, I didn't know it was telling me that to watch out for something or be cautious. I mean, I was seeing the synchronicity, but in my Lulu Lala world, I'm just walking around, oh, I'm protected, everything's fine. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I didn't realize, like, no, Spirit's saying, hey, Rosa, pay attention because some shit's fixing to go down. If you're seeing 911 everywhere, then that's going to be the message from the higher self there. But if they're seeing 911 everywhere, I feel like they are. They're seeing a lot of synchronicities, and and also too is I don't think people realize how connected these energies are. Like if someone woke you up, there's a purpose for that. There's a reason for that, and there is a very strong connection that we can't do nothing about. People try to burn it, cut it, destroy it, all the things you can't. Good luck. But anyway, you feel that. You feel that energetic. Like if you're going through a tower, they feel it, and if they're going through a tower, you feel it. So just throwing that out there too. And you changed my life forever is pretty significant, and that could actually be a 3D message, like something that they actually said to you before. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right. And he says, I get it. I just took a huge step of releasing or ridding my past. Yes. I'm shocked and impressed with myself for finally standing up to someone long overdue. Yes. It's weird. Like I feel like I stood up to my person not too long ago. But he stays drunk most of the time and deletes all his stuff, so he probably doesn't even remember or know, right? Um, but I feel like I know a little resentment there. I apologize, but anyway, I feel like sometimes, especially here lately, like something's been building, and like I'm supposed to say something, and I'm supposed to do something. And I think it's funny because when you come out, when you start a YouTube channel and you come out and tell people that you just had this breakdown or spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it, whatever label you want to put there, it's like you get 50% of people that are supporting you, and you get 50% of your haters that are just watching just to see what you're doing. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like half the time they're just watching to see, like, is she gonna tell on me? Is she gonna tell what I did? You know what I mean? Vanessa, hello. It's hilarious. I don't know. I believe in karma, y'all. I really do. And I feel like I don't really have to do anything in life. Like I just sit back and watch God take care of the things. And sometimes like nothing happens. Sometimes like God doesn't take care of the things. And sometimes I get mad and I'm like, how come they keep to, like nothing happened to them? And then God just tells me like, they don't need anything else. Look at the life that they have to suffer. Look at the life they have to live. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. All right, guys, don't forget Thursday. I'm going to do Talking to Heaven, Diana. I'm just trying to find a Diana comment. I swear I seen where she said there it is. Thursday, Divine Feminine, Celtic Cross. So we'll do the second half Thursday. I used to get really mad about the haters. And then Spirit taught me that they are engagement too. So I was like, oh, sweet. Somebody else told me the other day, if you don't have any haters, then you're not doing something right. Right? If you have lots of haters, then you must be doing something right. Luckily for me, my haters help me get paid. Oh, yes. Thank you, Michelle. Yes. August 15th, 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This week for me has been this energy of what day is it? What day is it? Today I got up to go to work and my keys were not here. Like they were physically not here. And I know it's all the retrogrades. I know it's all the astrology. I know it's all the impact from all the planets. But I'm like, man, is it 2025 yet? I'm just kidding. Diana, I'm shuffling. It must be like it's going to be something specific. It's like you got to have the right card, or I'm just talking crap. I hear I'm just talking crap. Okay. I'm just a thought away, and I also have I'm learning over here. I'm learning over here shows an open book, and it looks like water is coming out of this book. Something's happening around you. I almost said the shirt, but I don't know if it's the shirt. But something's happening in your house, and you could be wondering like what that is. So this is going to be confirmation that yes, this person is learning how to manipulate energies, and do things, turn things on, turn things off, that type of thing. But there's something about the water on the book. So, all right, and we also have I'm Just a Thought Away, and I'm going to read the I'm Just a Thought Away. It says, please don't think of me as gone because I'm not. I'm right here. Please don't think of heaven as up in the sky because it's not. It's right here. Yes, I'm happily busy with learning and helping. Ooh, look. I'm happily busy with learning and helping. The other card said I'm learning over here. Anyway, happily busy with learning and helping, but I'm also happily willing to be right by your side the moment that you need me. All of our former communication barriers have been lifted, and I now understand and hear you perfectly. I hear your thoughts, and please don't worry, I don't judge them or you. My heart is now completely open to compassion, and I understand and love you like I never could before. That's why I'm with you the moment you think of you. All right, I'm also getting another message here. Ooh, the I'm over here learning is the next one. I guess we're reading it too. All right, let's read it. I've always loved to. No, I gotta spit the first message out, Rosa. All right, you're waiting too long to ask for them. So, um, let's say you're sitting in your room. All the thoughts are coming in. You're letting something peak before you say, "I need you," or before you, whatever, pray, say something. So it's like the message I'm hearing is that you can ask for them quicker, him. You can ask for him quicker. Like you can say, I need to talk to you now, or I'm not feeling good. Just hang out with me, something like that. All right, let's read the I'm learning over here. I've always loved to learn, and sometimes I thought that I knew it all, but now that I'm beyond the three-dimensional physical world, I'm astounded to be learning how everything really works in this beautiful and perfect universe. Even now, I can't completely comprehend all of God's plan, but I do see the bigger picture, and it's amazing. You and I are so much more than we ever dreamed of. The only thing I can share with you is how important it is to appreciate and honor yourself and everything else in life. You and I are like everyone, God's sacred creation, which means that we honor God when we honor ourselves and each other. And I definitely honor you. I love all of that message that came with that card, but I really didn't need to read that message because it's all true, and that person does believe this about you, especially the I honor you. I started to say that it wasn't important, and I heard like, yeah, it is. Okay, but the message was that I'm learning over here. Like, so the things that are moving, turning on, something's getting wet. Like the water in the book is definitely sticking out. But it's like, whatever all these things are, it's like this person trying to show you that they're there. And it's not like I'm just there when you call, when you're in extreme distress, duress, whatever. I'm there all the time. You can call on me all the time. It's that message. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys. I do believe it was Dad, yes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Thursday night. Thursday night. What did she say? It was the 15th, Michelle told us. The 15th, we're going to do Divine Feminine Celtic Cross. So come back and join us for that. And I will try to do some free reads at the end of that. Thank you, all my moderators who came in tonight to help. I love and appreciate all you ladies so very, very much. I hope to see everyone Thursday. And I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.